What is a Japanese Kofun Tumulus? Certainly, a Japanese Kofun Tumulus is a fascinating archaeological and historical feature that holds immense cultural and historical significance in Japan. These ancient burial mounds, also known simply as kofun, represent a distinctive form of burial and monument construction that flourished during the Kofun period, approximately 250,538 AD in Japan's history. Kofun tumuli vary in size, shape, and architectural style, and they serve as both burial sites for the elite and powerful individuals of that era, and as historical markers of the evolution of Japanese society. Kofun tumuli can be classified into several types based on their shape, with the three primary categories being keyhole-shaped mounds, zanpokon-fun, square mounds fun, and circular mounds zamken-fun. Each type has its unique characteristics, and they can range from relatively small to enormous in size, with some exceeding 400 meters in length. 1. Keyhole-shaped mounds Zampokon-fun. These are perhaps the most iconic and distinctive Kofun tumula. They earned their name because they resemble a keyhole when viewed from above, with a round section at one end and a long, narrow corridor extending from it. The round portion typically houses the burial chamber, which contains the remains of the deceased and various grave goods. The corridors are often lined with stone chambers or wooden structures, demonstrating the advanced construction technique of the time. 2. Square mounds fun. As the name suggests, these kofun have a square or rectangular shape. They are often smaller and simpler than keyhole-shaped mounds, but they can still contain valuable archaeological insights. Some fun mounds were used for multiple burials, reflecting changes in burial customs over time. 3. Circular mounds zamken fun. These are circular or oval-shaped tumuli and represent an earlier form of kofun. They predate the keyhole-shaped and square mounds and provide valuable information about the evolution of burial practices in Japan. The construction of kofun tumuli involved extensive labor and resources, indicating the social and economic complexity of the Kofun period. These mounds were typically built with earth and stones, and their size and shape were often influenced by the status and power of the person being buried. Some kofun were accompanied by moats, surrounding enclosures, and smaller satellite mounds, adding to their grandeur and complexity. One of the most famous kofun tumuli is the Daisen Kofun, located in Sekai City, Osaka Prefecture. This massive keyhole-shaped mound is believed to be the final resting place of Emperor Nantoku, a legendary figure in Japanese history. Daisen Kofun is approximately 486 meters long and 35 meters high, making it one of the largest burial mounds in the world. The significance of kofun tumuli extends beyond their physical presence. They are valuable archaeological sites that have yielded a wealth of artifacts, including clay Hanuo figures, bronze mirrors, swords, and other items that provide insights into the material culture and beliefs of the Kofun period. Hanuo figures, in particular, are unique terracotta sculptures that adorn the surface of Kofun tumuli, serving various symbolic and ritualistic purposes. Kofun tumuli are not just historical artifacts, they also play a pivotal role in shaping Japan's cultural identity. They are revered as symbols of the country's ancient heritage and serve as a link between contemporary Japan and its historical past. In recognition of their cultural importance, many Kofun tumuli have been designated as National Historic Sites. and are carefully preserved and studied by archaeologists and historians. The Kofun period itself represents a critical juncture in Japanese history. It was a time of significant social and political change, marked by the emergence of powerful clans and early state formation. The construction of Kofun Tumulus reflects the hierarchical and centralized nature of the society of that era, where elite individuals were honored with grand burial monuments. In conclusion, Japanese Kofun Tumulus are enigmatic burial mounds that offer a captivating glimpse into the ancient history, culture, and society of Japan during the Kofun period. These monumental structures, with their diverse shapes and sizes, continue to be a source of fascination and study, shedding light on the rich heritage and evolution of Japan's past. Through their preservation and research, Kofun Tumulus remain an integral part of Japan's cultural heritage, connecting the present to a distant and intriguing epoch in its history. What are the top 5 most popular existing Japanese Kofun? Determining the top 5 most popular existing Japanese Kofun tombs can be somewhat subjective, as popularity can be influenced by factors such as historical significance, size, accessibility, and ongoing research. However, I can provide a list of 5 notable Kofun tombs that are often considered significant in terms of historical importance and visitor interest. 1. Daisen Kofun Daisen Tumulus. Location: Sekai City, Osaka Prefecture. Description: Daisen Kofun is one of Japan's most famous kofun, and is believed to be the burial mound of Emperor Nintoku, a legendary figure in Japanese history. It is an immense keyhole-shaped mound, measuring approximately 486 meters in length and 35 meters in height. Daisen Kofun is not only impressive in size, but also surrounded by an impressive moat and earthen enclosures. 2. Nintoku Denri Kofun Nintoku Emperor's Mausoleum. Location: Osaka Prefecture. Description: this is another keyhole-shaped kofun, and is believed to be the actual burial place of Emperor Nintoku, whose legend is associated with the aforementioned Daisen Kofun. The tomb is significant both for its size and its cultural importance in Japanese history. 3. Ema Shirazuka Kofun Ema Shirazuka Tumulus. Location: Nara City, Nara Prefecture. Description: Ema Shirazuka is an example of a round kofun dating back to the early Kofun period. It is relatively smaller than some of the keyhole-shaped kofun, but is valuable for its historical and archaeological significance. It provides insight into the earlier stages of kofun construction and burial practices. 4. Nekanoyama Kofun. Location: Fujiedara City, Osaka Prefecture. Description: Nekanoyama Kofun is a square-shaped kofun that stands out for its unique architectural features. It has multiple terraces and is associated with the powerful and influential Soga clan. The tomb and its surroundings have been studied extensively by archaeologists, making it a significant site for research. 5. Zuka Kofun Group Zuka Kofungan. Location: Fukuoka City, Fukuoka Prefecture. Description: the Zuka Kofun Group is a cluster of kofun tombs, including keyhole-shaped and circular mounds, spread across the Yoshinagari Plateau. These kofun are notable for their well-preserved Hanuo figures and other artifacts, shedding light on the Kofun period's material culture and burial customs. Please note that there are many more Kofun tumulus scattered across Japan, each with its own unique history and features. The popularity and significance of these tombs can vary depending on individual interests and the focus of archaeological research. These 5 examples, however, offer a glimpse into the diversity and importance of Kofun tombs in Japanese history and culture.